Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I really wish I had more patience. This is Dan, the No Comfort Zone guy. So the No Comfort Zone guy is talking to you about patience. How messed up is that? So when something I learned a long time ago, and I'm not sure if this when I was going through the public speaking training and when I was immersed into that world, there's something that I learned then. And I don't know who it's from, and I don't want to take credit from anybody that created it or anything. I'm just saying this. I don't remember where I got it from. And it was pretty amazing, and it stuck true with me. And I think I failed at this last night and today. So here's what's going on. I heard this a long time ago. Be flexible in the approach, but rigid in your standards. Flexible in the approach, but rigid in your standards. That's really interesting. So I'm very flexible and I'm easy to work with, I believe, whether it's in my relationships, whether it's in my business, whether it's in the coaching that I'm doing, whether it's whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to be a very approachable person who's very flexible and easy to get along with. But there's always that but, which I found out means actually forget everything that I just said because it doesn't matter. And now here's what we really need to focus on. But that's not the case. I really mean this. In addition to being flexible in my, being flexible in my approach and rigid in my standards, one of the things I did is I blew a gasket. And I blew a gasket because the standards that I have in place are extremely, when I say they're extremely conducive for success. And if success is what you are looking for, and we define success as putting energy into a space towards a deliberate intention for a worthy cause, that might be something along the lines that Earl Nightingale mentioned back in the 50s or 60s, as far as what he read out of one of the videos that I was watching. But it makes sense to me. So a deliberate intention towards a worthy cause, and that to me is, that makes sense. So if we're in the same space and we're trying to be successful and we have different approaches, but we have standards in place, if we agree on what those standards are and you compromise one of those standards, you become unethical. And if you're unethical, I have a very hard time being with you. Everyone is allowed to make mistakes. Everyone can try something and fail to get there. But if you try, you really didn't fail. But if you flat out, there we go, but again, if you flat out 100% absolutely say, screw that, I am not going to do that in relationship to this, well, then you're compromised. And I'm going to lose I'm going to go nuts. And that's what I did. Because strike one, strike two, strike three, it's always like that with me. I kind of wait for it, but when it builds up, I don't know if you're like this too, but when I let things go, I mention something, I mention it again, and then I just completely go bananas. I lose it. And I lose it because I know if everybody's defined what their success is and what they want, and my job is to help you get there, but then you won't even let me help you, or because of lack, because of lazy, because of being tired, because of not seeing, the end goal. If I'm your coach, I'm not going to let you fail that way. I'm going to hold you accountable. And I want to say this, that I am the 100%, the first person, and the people that I work with and work around, and even in my family will tell you, when I make a mistake, I admit it. I don't play the game of trying to have the ego and the guys are always right and I'm the man of the house, or I'm running the place, that's the way it goes. No, I'm not that guy. I hope you're not either, or that gal. You don't do it because I say so. But at the end, you have to acknowledge you're going to have to listen to me because you've put your trust in me. You've put your faith in me to produce an outcome. I'm the employer, there's an employee. I'm the husband, there's the wife. I'm the father, there's the child. However it goes, if we agree on the relationship, then I have a responsibility to fulfill my role to make sure that we are flexible in the approach on how we do things, whatever that might be. But in addition to that, I have some standards that I'm going to hold you accountable to, and you have to respect me for that. And if you don't respect me for that, or if you don't respect the position, or if you don't respect what we're trying to do, then it's really time to talk about it. And if it doesn't work out, it's time to part ways. So it's really one of those things where I do believe wholeheartedly when you're pursuing your ambitions, be flexible in the approach. I'm going to use the weight loss one. If you're looking to lose weight, there's a lot of different ways to go doing that. One of those is exercising, coming up with an eating plan. There's a lifestyle change that needs to happen. If you mess up and you decide to go eat a donut for breakfast, knowing that's not the bad thing, yeah, I'm going to be upset and I'm going to hold you accountable. That might mean you're going to have to pay something later on. You're going to have to actually do a little bit harder workout. You're going to have to forego something. You have to pay the price for what you just did. You just have to know that. Now, let's just say that, maybe you're in a meal and you ate a little bit more than you expected or something. That's different. You're still trying. You're still on the program. But you didn't deliberately walk away from it and go, you know what? I don't buy this. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm unhealthy. I'm overweight. I don't feel good about myself, but I don't care anymore. That's when things really get crazy because you can't give up on yourself, and I'm not going to give up on you either. You have to believe in the end result, and you're going to have to work hard to get that discipline because the reward is worth it. The reward is worth it. The exchange is self-discipline. The exchange is sticking to a plan. The exchange is working really hard. And the result, you're going to get what you want, which is a lean, fit, healthy, happy, healthy body. That's what you ultimately want. So you can have more confidence, you can feel better, so that you can help and change the people's reality around you. And if that doesn't make sense, it will if you go through it. But how low do you have to go on the totem pole? How far down do you need to be in the dark before you say, you know what, I'm just tired of living this way? Because quit compromising your standards. That's what's happening. I know what I want. I know how to get there. I know what I need to do, but I'm not willing to do any of it. What's crazy is when you start for a day or two, like me with weightlifting. I decided to start lifting a lot heavier in my exercises. And it's unbelievably different at my age at 49 to start lifting heavy again. It's my body is going under a whole different transformation right now. I'm starting to feel a lot better about myself. Things are starting to line up the way they should. I'm starting to get some vitality back. And the workouts, they're brutal. They are really tough. But they don't last forever. They're about 45 minutes long. I get the job done and then I'm done. I'm not doing 2.5 hours of cardio and stuff like that, or doing 20 minutes of running in place in my basement. I've changed things up a little bit. That's my new plan. I'm flexible in my approach on how I'm going to get there. This plan is what I'm on now. But the standard is I'm going to commit to it for 60 days, and I'm going to lift heavy for 60 days. I'm going to do it with this discipline, and I'm not going to waver from it. I'm holding myself accountable to the no comfort zone. And if you do the same, you're going to get some crazy results. Just by me doing this and sticking to it is helping my work-life balance. Yes, working out, lifting heavy, getting uncomfortable for every other day for about 45 minutes is extremely uncomfortable for me, but it's actually helping in my work-life balance. I have a better disposition about who I am. I have a better disposition about the outcome of my business. And wouldn't you believe it, the results are starting to follow. It's crazy that this happens, but after about a 30 or even a 60-day period, your life begins to change. All because you decided to be flexible in your approach and rigid in your standards. And if you need help, do me a favor. Go to thenocomfortzone.com. Download the blueprint. Check it out. Watch a video or two. See what happens. Who knows? This could be the start towards the rest of your life. Do me a favor. Like, rate, review, do all that other stuff I asked before. Need some help getting this out there. But more importantly, get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.